Alright guys, and welcome in. This is going to be a quick demo on this Kindle Fire HD10 tablet that I recently picked up. These can be gotten online for anywhere from $60 to $80, so definitely a low-cost tablet option, but I wanted to show you a little bit of how these can work with the Multiview as well as the Wonderful Window. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got Chrome installed here, but you could use the default Silk browser as well. But I want to show you guys kind of what can be done. So we have the DisneyStreams.com site that we can pull up here, and it'll pull up the multi-view here. It does seem to load the page okay. I've been testing this on and off, so it does kind of give you the options. I have gone ahead and specifically for tablets, I've enabled a couple of extra settings and things that we can do when it comes to controls. So there is, I'm going to go ahead and go into site settings and go to tablet mode. What this is going to do is it's just going to make the buttons a little bit bigger. It'll have a couple of different ways to get to the controls that are a little bit easier. You're also going to have this full screen button here that you'll have to maximize the window. I know the buttons are a little bit oval in nature, still working on those. But we can also do kind of what we have been able to do on phones and desktops from the beginning, which is we can actually install this as an app on the tablet. So we'll give it a second or two here to install. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to the home screen. We can see, it's installed here. You see it just popped up down here at the bottom. So we've got our very own Disney Streams Multiview app. It's going to come up, it's going to load just like the site did, so it's going to pull up. I will go ahead and start, a couple of these videos just to kind of give you an idea of kind of what it looks like. Again, it's not perfect. These tablets are not really intended to handle this much processing power, but I have seen that realistically you can go through and watch. Currently, it automatically caps you to, I think, 6 or it may be 9 automatically from a tablet perspective when you're in this tablet mode. But I can go ahead and just like I can do in the normal multi-view, I can focus specifically. So we got Rich with Disney Magic and Mayhem here. I could come in, I could unmute, I can like the video, I can make it full screen. I can even open up the chat window here and be able to chat just like I would in the multi-view on desktop. It just is a little bit more geared specifically for tablets. So we've got that functionality that we can have there. Now we do also now have as well the Wonderful Window, which I'll go ahead and open up here. So the Wonderful Window runs beautifully on a tablet device. You can see here we've got our command center on the right side. We've got already set up. This is just default out of the box. I haven't actually done any changes configuration wise on this. We can see I can scroll down and see the rest of the park times, but it does show just about all of them there. I could customize that if I wanted to. We've got our music that we can play via Park World Radio there that shows up, very easy to get to. Now on a tablet here I can just double click specifically on really anywhere but on the icons on the screen to go back through the wizard. I can also toggle full screen here so you can see, wasn't using quite all the screen. I still had the menu bar up at the top, but I can make that go away. I can also do that in the multi-view as well. So if I go back to the multi-view, I can do that same thing. We've got the same options we have on desktop here to edit the layout. So if we needed to change around, if there was overlapping, I'd be able to move things specifically around. I can change, you can see here I've got the countdown to my trip that I'm going to have. So if I wanted to increase the icon size, which this is, since it's an off-site hotel, I haven't gotten all the settings in specifically for off-site hotels. But we could come back in here, we could go to the wizard, we could go set up kind of all our specific options here if we wanted our display frequency, we wanted to change what rides are going to show up, what parks we're going to have, we can add or remove those, how often it's going to transition. We can go through, we can show the park logo and park hours if we wanted to on this main screen. Those are off now by default. We can play with some transitions. There's all sorts of different goodies that we can do setting wise. So again, I can come in here, edit the layout. On this tablet this is a little bit low, so I can raise it up there so it's going to be front and center. If I wanted to edit the layout and I went, I want to move this over to the side, so I want to change completely the layout. Again, I can come over here, I can go, we're going to do height and width, move this guy over here, and I could go, we now want this to be centered, and look right there. Now we've got our layout where it's side by side instead of over. So trying to make it as simple as possible to make the layout fit specifically for your application for it so that you'll be able to use it as it works best for you. So you can see again, edit the layout. So everything looked good there. We're going to go ahead and stop our recording.